For day one of VBS, we'll be making a map, and the theme for this craft is Little Bethlehem, and the scripture is Micah 5:2. This is the prophecy that the Messiah will be born in Bethlehem. So as you can see, this is the finished product. It is a map and it is tied with raffia. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. When you open up the map, you see the map of Israel, and we have labeled different important areas, and we have put a star and put Bethlehem where Jesus was born. Students will receive a map that is blank, and they will be writing in the different locations. For pre-K and kindergarten, we will have maps that have already the printed labels on them, and their main task will be to color it. Everyone else will either be using a marker. I believe first and second grade will be using markers, and then everyone else will be get an opportunity to use a fountain pen. So I'm just going to show you how the fountain pen works so that you can instruct your students. At the VBS, the tables will be covered with paper so that the tables won't get ink on them. But for right now, I'm going to be using a scrap piece. They can actually write on the table because it's going to be covered. Otherwise, they would use a scrap piece. They dip the fountain pen into the ink, and we want to instruct them to not dip the whole thing in. They should only dip the metal part of it in. And then they're going to run it along the side so that there isn't too much ink, and so that we don't want it to drip. And they're just going to do a couple of practice squiggly lines like this, just to get a feel for how it writes. The title of the map is Israel, so we're going to have them place their map with the top being where the Mediterranean Sea is, and this is the Dead Sea, which is on the bottom in that right here. So it'll be easy to kind of place it without the label on it. It's a little bit hard to know which direction things go, but if you remember that the Dead Sea is down here, then it's easier then to know that that's the top. Okay, so at the top we're going to write Israel. Students are welcome to use cursive or print, or if they know how to write calligraphy, they can do that. I'm going to kind of do a combination of calligraphy and my own sort of style. The ink can get very messy, so again, just let them know that the ink can stain and is permanent, so just to be careful as they use it. I'm going to kind of design my eye a little bit. And then they can go ahead and do some fun stuff like that. And then they can go ahead and start labeling. Now again, the most important location is where Jesus was born, and that's in Judea, in Bethlehem. So we're going to put a star and then write Bethlehem. They can also label the region, Judea, and also they can do Samaria, the Sea of Galilee. And they can also do Dead Sea. Whatever time they have, they can label as many places as they have time for. The Mediterranean Sea. And so on. One more. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do Galilee. We'll have some larger maps that are already labeled on the table so that they can look at that and know where to place the different locations. And there you have it, our map of Israel in the time of Jesus. After they're done, we're going to give it a couple of seconds to let it dry. They can fan it maybe. And then they will be given a piece of raffia. And we will instruct them to roll their map like a scroll. Take the raffia. Wrap it around a couple of times and then tie it off. And there you have it, their map.